Okay, welcome back, part 2. So, in this one, the next step is we're going to be testing our current draw. And our current draw is tested, obviously assembled and on, but in addition, we want to clamp this guy. So anytime we are current drawing, that's where we're going to be drawing our current from. And we want to be plus 10 amps. Now, in this case, if you're at 0, that's what we're going to cover first, probably for a couple videos. 0 amps means no volts. So usually you're going to start by testing your 20 amp fuse. I think we've all been there, but that's our first point. If that tests poorly, there's a couple things we need to look at. So if that's blown, it's not immediately something up here. It could be as simple as your safety switches. So your door switches could be out of alignment, or it could be bad. And remember, there's one on this side too. And then keep in mind that the alignment matters and their condition matters, and remember they're $10 for all three. If it's more than $10, it's like $15 at max. So if you're ever questioning these switches, it's a good time to swap them. And remember, in addition to your switches, your door also plays a role in how those switches operate. Your door should have good snap, so at the end you should see it snap back. And if you're having adjustment issues, so say it's not snapping, it's kind of not going as close as it should, it doesn't have that nice snap at the end, you have adjustment screws on here. So right here is your adjustment, and everybody on their truck should have a tool. You would slide in through the side here, it'll interact with the bolt, and you raise this, basically tighten it to increase your tension on this door. So if you are constantly blowing 20 amp fuses, this is actually where I usually start. I don't immediately start with my mag circuit. I start with my safety circuit. And I find that I have a lot more success dealing in my safety circuit than I do playing with potential issues on top of the oven where your magnetrons and everything sit. The other thing to keep in mind, in addition with your door, is your bearings that are related to this door. They keep it so it's rolling nice and smooth. And if you have a crunchy door or things aren't lining up right, that can lead to blown 20 amp fuses, because the main goal in life is to not microwave people. So the safety switches are going to ensure that we don't microwave people. But that means if the items that are related to that safety circuit are not in good repair, it will default to blowing that 20 amp fuse. All right, next week we'll cover some of the relays on the front of this oven, and then we'll move on to some other stuff. So thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.